Good evening, welcome back. The 4th of August 2026, Tuesday, 6:30. I wondered, because I've been doing this for nearly 2 months, I've got 87 videos uploaded, but I barely get views. There's only one subscriber and no likes on my videos. So the question appears time to times why I'm doing it. The reason why is because I don't know if it's a year from now or 5 years or I'm maybe dead already. It's probably 2040. But if YouTube exists, if internet there, you can watch it, and I hope you find it informative, and I hope you can get what you want out of this content. This is 24/7 glucose monitoring with food, insulin, exercise, everyday challenges. I'm doing this for you. Enjoy the video, enjoy the content. So then, let's get started. As usual, the first screenshot from this morning, 5 minutes past 4. If you watched the previous video, you know I set the alarm for 4 minutes past 4. I needed time in the morning. I was planning to do exercise, go to the park and have a full body calisthenics. But instead of going to the park, I went down to the car park and I had a full body kettlebell session, topped it up with some push-ups at the end. Really loved it, enjoyed it. It put me in a state where I love to be, insulin sensitivity. But let's just go back to the screenshots. We had a pretty decent night. This is exactly what we wanted. It put me down to the borderline, but nothing wrong with that. Waking up, I have my normal morning routine with a pint glass of water. It's not warm, but it's not cold. It's kind of in between, with a small pinch of salt. I'm using real salt with all the minerals, and open the window, get some fresh air, breathe the fresh air in, and put a coffee on, the black coffee, and prepared for a walk with Rocky. Before we went out, I had 300 grams of full-fat Greek yogurt with a good spoonful of almond butter, not just for the walk. We only been out for about 20 minutes. That was the preparation for the exercise as well. So the next picture is 6:30. I've been out, the food started to kick in, and had an exercise because of the adrenaline, and my liver is releasing more glucose for the body weight workout. Had a little spike there, but it didn't last long. 3 minutes later, it's already started to drop. So then, another 300 grams of full-fat Greek yogurt with a good handful of walnuts and a good handful of fresh blueberries straight after. Next picture at 9 o'clock. Instead of walk, I called an Uber, got into work. This picture was taken just before breakfast, and this time, because I was working on the computer, I took 1 unit of Novo Rapid, prepared for breakfast. I got 2 sardines. This is my favorite in extra virgin olive oil, the Portuguese one. They know what they're doing. But I've only had 1, a yellow bell pepper, and 3 boiled eggs, topped up with an apple. That was just the starter. About 10 minutes later, I topped up with an apple. Next picture, 11:15. Started to go down. The Kind Bar. I said yesterday I finished with Kind Bar, which is true. I didn't buy any, but I still had 1 left in my locker. So when, if not now, I said, let's get a kind bar. I had one with a coffee with some milk. Next picture, 1:30. I had the black coffee with milk, and you can see almond butter. That was about 2 spoonfuls I had with it. And I was pretty low throughout the day, even though I didn't get myself physically active. That's probably because of the exercise in the morning and that 1 unit of Novo Rapid, but that's fine because all the excess sugar being used went where it should be, straight into the muscles. That was an apple. I got myself active after this. I was about being busy physically for 15 minutes. About 10 minutes walk to the car park. Got a little spike there. And then as soon as I got home, sit down for a bit, and it started to drop down. Well, not just yet, it was steady for a bit. We went out for Rocky for another 15 minutes. In the meantime, during the day, my brother came out and he took him for about an hour, so that was enough. I started to drop. I took this picture right before my first bite, and what a treat again. Treating myself as always, every time when I consume some food is always a proper treat. Look at these two bad boys here. Let's just start with the sides. I've got 2 fridge cold boiled baby potatoes, skin on, a total of 95 grams. It's got about 16 grams of net carbs in it. 2 gherkins, we love gherkins. 2 celery sticks, half of a red bell pepper, and a bit of cucumber on the side. And these 2 bad boys. So this is the food. That's my signature basil or basil, whatever you say it. Basil infused cottage cheese with a pinch of salt. On the chicken breast pan fried, about 70% ready, a little pink in the middle. I put the cottage cheese with lots of basil in it, and a pinch of salt on the top, and mozzarella cheese in the hot oven. I turn the oven for max, stick it in for about 15 minutes, and then I turn the top grill on for a couple of minutes just to get a little color. Take it out, let it rest for about 5 minutes, and the chicken is I still get the moist, it's still juicy. The cottage cheese and the mozzarella just help to make sure it keeps all the moist in. It's just beautiful. Every time when I have a bite of this, I'm thinking why I don't eat this all day, every day. Why I'm not just eating this. All I have to do for the rest of my days is just cook this and eat this. It tastes amazing. And I have the little black pepper, you can't see, but I have the little black pepper on the top. So that was a proper treat. And a little piece of dark chocolate. If you watch my videos, sometimes I say I have a bit of dark chocolate, this is what I mean about I have a little dark chocolate. This is 85% dark chocolate. I injected 1 unit of Novo Rapid for this. Let's see the actual readings. Look at this. It's just worked out perfectly. I think I still have to eat a little bit, even though I'm not hungry after this. That was 2 chicken breasts cut in half, and 2 chicken breasts. So I got the chicken breast, I cut it in half, not all the way, fold it out, and I bashed it just a little bit. Pinch of salt, pan fried on olive oil, and I've told you already. So this is 2 chicken breasts. It was 2 chicken breasts. 5.8 currently, looks pretty stable. I've got about 15 minutes, half an hour before I inject the long-acting one. I've already had a shower, so I just have to brush my teeth, but before I do, I think I have a bit of cottage cheese for the night just to make sure we're fine, because as it stands now, I can't just inject and go to bed. So I have to eat something. Well, I don't mind. I don't mind. It's not something what I love to do. This is one thing what comes with diabetes. I have to eat even if I don't want to. So that's why I'm eating good quality, nutritious, real food, because there's no regret with it. If I was eating donuts or ice cream, probably the regret comes. But even though I have to go to bed sometimes with a bit of nuts or Greek yogurt or cottage cheese, not ideal. I don't think we should eat before bed, but I've got no choice, and I never regret to eat whole food and good food. So that was it from me for now. I also promised I will come back with the name of that doctor and the famous book. In fact, while we're here, probably I go to, do you know what? I have to keep my promises. I kept my promises to don't miss any audio books, because I downloaded. Exactly. This is the one. Dr. Bernstein, Diabetes Solution. Dr. Bernstein. So he's the old fella. He's type 1 diabetic, and he's promoting real food and low carb diets. And this is the thing. I don't really care about what people saying about diabetes and what we should or shouldn't do, but someone who he's got doctor certificate, but he's got it at the age of 47, if I'm not wrong, or 50, just because otherwise he wouldn't have word in the diabetes community. So that's why, but he did his research and all his studies beforehand, because he became his own doctor, and this is what he recommends and suggests to all of us, to do your study, do your research, and look after yourself, because you are with you for 24/7. And I quite related to this advice, and this is what I'm practicing myself as well. I look after myself, he's still, when he wrote this book, I think he was 85 or something, and he had no diabetes related complications, so he was in pretty good shape. And this is because of his diet and using insulin. So he was the one who said, and this is what I started on yesterday but forgot to finish off, I went on a different way. So he said about the honeymoon. So he said with when you've been diagnosed with type 1 diabetes on time, and your pancreas is still producing some insulin or something, you can stretch this phase as long as possible for a long time if you eat real food and if you take insulin, and you can help your body with this. So it's not me, this is what he said. So I've been in type 1 game for 10.5 months, probably still honeymoon, and some studies say it can go up to years. As one veteran at work told me, I must still be on honeymoon, and he said, your job is, son, to keep it as long as possible. So if it's something what I can do about, at least just slow down this with real food, exercise, and taking insulin, I do my best, because if I have to inject myself less often, I have to use less dosage of insulin, and I can eat good food, life is just better for me. So this is what I'm aiming at, and hopefully the honeymoon lasts forever. So not forever though, just until I'm here. I'm still breathing. So yeah, that was a long one, 15 minutes in already. So if you've watched it this far, you must be like my videos and the content. So this is why I'm doing it, and it's worth it. So if you're in the hospital now and you've just been diagnosed, you're in your 20s, 30s or 40s or 50s, and you think life is over, no, it's just starting. You have to reborn and just focus on your health. But trust me, his phone is good, and I'm I'm in better shape than ever in my life, really. So I've got 6 packs. I'm physically fit. I'm all right. I like myself. When I look at myself in the mirror, I like what I see, and wish I was living this way in my 20s or early 30s. That would be amazing. But it is what it is. It's still amazing. I'm still 41. I've got plenty time left, but it's just one day at a time, making decisions after decisions after decisions. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it's done, but yeah, I'm not chasing perfection. If I'm doing good, that's enough for me. But and then he's already. Whoa. Started to play this video, but let's just see. Let's just go back to currently 5.4. I definitely have to eat something. Timing range 99%, 7 days. 100% in 14 days. That's good. 98% in 30 days. And now my favorite is the 90 days. That tells a lot. That's 95%. Let's get the A1C as well. 6.2 on the A1C. But blood test is coming. I'm gonna do it with my brother. We'll see. So yes, 17.5 minutes. I think enough said. I wish you a peaceful good evening, a good night, a good recovery sleep. This is what I'm planning to. I'm gonna go to bed about 8 o'clock, and not long after I will fall asleep. I need a good recovery sleep. I give myself all the nutritions now. Let nature to do what is best to do, is recover and look after my body while I'm away. You take care of yourself as always. See you on the next one. See you tomorrow. Bye.